Hey, this is Ryan Webb and hope you're doing great. Thank you for checking out my channel. So today is all about mixing live drums, and this is a project I'm working on right now. It's something called I'm Standing Here, and it's going to be released no idea when. So the normal way I approach mixing drums is I first of all program the drums and I send it to my session drummer, that is James Wise, who's a cool dude, very aggressive player and quite a perfectionist as well. And during the lockdown period, he built his own studio just to track drums for clients and stuff like that. So it's great for me, works really great. So the way I got the tracks is it's quite a simple setup right now, but he's expanding, and this is just a multi-track. I think there was not even a room mic in this session, so I had to create my own room mic, which I will discuss in another episode or so. So today it's just basically focusing on the kick drum, just the kick drum in fact, and 90% of the time is all Universal Audio plugins, and that's what I prefer using, and just got used to it. And this project, the whole project, is pretty much just focusing on how I use Universal Audio plugins and stuff like that. So if you are interested in such videos and content like this, please subscribe to the channel. That'll be great. Hit the notification bell as well while you're at it, and it just keeps you updated when I release more videos and stuff like that. So let's give it a listen. So here we are. I just picked out a section of the multi-track, and this is how it sounds like, but this is not the end result I'm going for right now. It's just the feel to when I actually start tracking the guitars and bass and stuff like that. So I kind of approach it the way you mix a live band in at a venue or something like that, so it gives you a feel. So here we go. Let's just listen to the whole kit, what I've come up so far. That is just the basics. So let's just get rid of all those plugins and hear what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds lame and mushy and all that. Oof, what can I say? It's rubbish. So let's put all those plugins back in, and then we go focus on the Neve 1073 itself and just focus on the kick. So apart from all the plugins that I use from UAD, there is this occasional times where to get rid of bleed and stuff like that, I use this plugin called Drum Level from Sound Radix. It just gets rid of all those unwanted mic bleeds from other, like the toms and snares and whatever, overheads and stuff like that. But not too much. But sometimes you can get too aggressive with it. And let's see how it sounds. This is just the kick with the drum level engaged. Yeah, and this is without. So you see what I mean, it's just a bit of bleed here and there. So let's get rid of that, keep that engaged, and let's focus on this Neve 1073 from Universal Audio, which I think is a great plugin, so they've done a really good job with this one. So let's give so this is with. It's quite hyped up, but there is a reason for that. I'm just focusing on just trying to get the raw track sound kind of, where I want it to get to. And this is without. You get the idea. So once again, with. And this is without. So basically at some point there'll be a kick sample going in, and I will have a chat about that in a later video. So yeah, it all goes into an aux, like a kick group, and everything goes into a parallel drum stuff, which I'll show you now. So the whole drum kit just goes into this drum bus, and then it goes into a parallel drum, which is, I'll explain in another video. There's a mix bus that has a bit of Fairchild in it, which yet again is just a touch of glue, as you would call it, and I will explain that in a later video as well. So yeah, the room seems a bit to a kind of wide and too big at the moment, but it's just just a starting point. If you can hear, if I just take off the room, you can hear the kick. And the overheads is a little bit aggressive as well at the moment. So let's check out what I'm doing with the Neve 1073 here. So there's a high pass going on at 50, cutting off. I can go extreme. Take the 35 and just go right up, crank it right up. So in the real world, you will not mix drums just by individual tracks. It's just as a cleaning process, and once you get the whole mix together, and I'll mix it as a whole, and the drums will be mixed as a whole. This is just cleaning up any unwanted sounds or any bleeds and stuff like that. And then I'm cranking up the 1.6 quite harshly as well. I could go for the 4.8 sometimes, you know. It sounds killer, but that is just gonna be the first kick on the track, and I'll be adding a sample, as I said earlier, and it's just giving a little bit of a high boost there, and that when it's in the mix, you kind of figure it out of you want the attack to go for, And yeah, that's just the way I approach. And stick around for the next episode where I'll be doing the snare.